54th and 11th Avenue.
Okay, yes, because we don't know that. Okay.
So I don't know if you guys remember the Hot Wheels, not Hot Wheels, but like there used to be a bike that came out when I was a kid. I can't remember the character, but it was a new bike that I got, and I used to ride it across the court while he was filming the games. And one day he got pissed off. He's like, man, come here. He's like, bro, you want to flip the score or something? Because you always riding across the court. You in my film. Like, just go flip the score. So I was like, all right, cool. So every weekend, from when I was like 9 until I went away to college at 18, I started flipping the score at the scores table. So by the time I was 12, I was now on the microphone, and the microphone was a bullhorn. You know how they used to do? Right. Before they had the PA systems. Yeah. So I had the PA system. I mean, no PA system, the bullhorn. I was doing the stats, and I was doing the scoreboard. At 14, mind you, I'm seeing Allball. I'm seeing Redick. I'm seeing Body Wad. I'm seeing Air Jamaica, Africa. I'm seeing like a bunch of legit players, and I'm doing everything myself at the table. Right. So at 18, I went away to college. I went to St. Peter's University on an academic scholarship. I made it walk-on, but I lost my mom. I was going through a lot of stuff, so I didn't really play. I dropped out after a semester. Right. After that, I went into building stages. And while building stages, I had pinched a nerve in my neck. And I asked my boss, can I leave the job? He didn't let me. And I got frustrated. So after that day, I never went back. And I was spending all of the money that I had saved up. And I was like, bro, I need to get back to what I love. Right. I need to find something I love doing and make money. So I saw that Rucker Park was hiring. Okay. So I reached out to Rucker Park. Now,
what year was this?
This is recent. This is recent. This is like 2019. I reached out to Rucker Park.
Okay, not too far. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, this is 2019. I reached out to Rucker Park. I was like, hey, do you need anybody to do the stats? And I showed them pictures of me when I was like 10, 11, 12, just around the game. And they said, yeah, we can use you. So I went there for the whole summer. And while I was there, I was observing, I was trying to network. Like that summer, I met Jabari Parker, Lance Stevenson, Zaya Whitehead, Teresa Weatherspoon. But I had a dope conversation with Teresa Weatherspoon. Mind you, she's hit one of the greatest buzzer beaters of all time.
Yes.
New York Liberty, baby. Go do your research. She hit one of the biggest in maybe New York basketball history in the playoffs. But anyway, so while I was there, I met this guy named Lawrence. And he was wearing a shirt, and it was called Pro Reps. And every day he used to wear the shirt. So one day I walked up to him like, yo, do you coach? He's like, I run a basketball program. So I'm like, listen, I've been like trying to coach children. Right. That's one of the passions I have. I want to coach children. So he told me, show up to Riverside Church at 8 o'clock in the morning on Monday. So me being, I live by a rule. Being early is on time, being on time is late, being late is unheard of. Yes. So I was there 30 minutes early. Now, I had no experience. I never did no coaching in my life. I ran a whole clinic with 14 kids by myself. Wow. And he told me after that, he's like, listen, I've had people come in here with 5, 6, 7 years of experience that never did it like that. Can you come back tomorrow? So I came back tomorrow. I came back the next day. I came back for about 2 weeks straight. After that, he was like, listen, right now I can't really pay you, but you can keep practicing. So I went through the whole summer. Practicing. Eventually, started getting paid to do workouts. Then I told him straight up, listen, my passion is to coach high school or to coach in a program. So my boy Gio, who's my best friend right now, Gio runs Brooklyn Basketball Academy. This is his academy. He reached out to Lawrence looking for a coach. Mind you, I lived in Manhattan at the time, Hell's Kitchen. Bensonhurst, Brooklyn is where Brooklyn Basketball Academy was. So I started taking the train from Hell's Kitchen to Brooklyn Monday through Friday to start coaching with Coach Gio in the basketball academy. Me and Coach Gio connected because we both hustle, bro. We both coming from nothing. He's from the country of Georgia. It's a struggle out there. I'm from a single mom, 3 sisters, 4 children. You know how it goes, you know? You can't get everything you want for Christmas, this, that. So I was out there hustling. And ever since then, we connected. So that's in 2020, I started coaching with him, and ever since then, I've been rocking with him every single day, coaching the children, getting better. We recently got this new space, this new gym. And now we've got to the point where we don't have to rent a gym no more. We don't got to do that. We run a whole academy through here. The goal is to teach kids the proper way of playing basketball, not so worried about how they dribble in, I want to teach them how to move without the ball, how to be ready to shoot, use your triple threat, and be efficient basketball players. That's about it. And that's pretty much my story of how I came up, and this is how I got to the point that I'm at now.
Right. Hey, man, big shout out Gio, man. Wow, Coach, that's like a hell of a story. Now, going back, did you ever love basketball like that?
Yeah, so I'll tell you a little bit. My sister really played basketball like every single day.
Okay.
And she used to bust my ass like 21-3 and laugh at me.
Wow.
And I used to get so mad that I was getting scorched that it made me start practicing.
Gotcha.
And I'm big on habits. So 15 minutes a day adds up. Then it became 20 minutes.
Right.
Then it became 30 minutes. And before you know it, you couldn't keep me out of the park. Park's right across the street from my house. You couldn't keep me out of the park.
Right.
My mom used to come to the park to whip me because I wasn't going home to dinner because I was playing basketball. So that's how I fell in love with basketball. I played, some of y'all might be familiar, I don't know where, Evander Childs in the Bronx, Gun Hill Road. I went to high school there. I was captain JV, captain varsity. That's where I got my academic scholarship to go to St. Peter's.
So can you name, what's some of the players that you played with out there in high school? If you can remember any.
Oh man, I don't remember last names a lot. Romaine, he's from the Bronx. He just played for the Jamaica national team. Okay. I got Jaquan. I think he's one of the assistant coaches in Evander now.
Come on, that's legendary.
I played for Jeffrey Wilder. A lot of people know Coach Wilder. He's helped a lot of kids.
Nice.
My guy Zeke. This kid, when I say he was in high school at 14 making 23s in a row, like he had a gun.
Wow.
Like I was fantasizing about like wanting to shoot like him one day. I played with my guy Marvin, played with Anthony Harris, Elijah. I have like a list of a few more, but I can't think of them off the top of my head.
So how was it at St. Peter's? How was that experience?
Very small college. It's about 2 city avenues. I mean, now after they made the tournament and all that, it's probably getting hooked up even more.
Right.
But and they had a New York guard. They had a Juju. They had Juju as the point guard.
Juju.
As the point guard.
Right.
When they just made the tournament.
Yes.
That's New York in the building.
Yes, sir.
But it's very small. They're big on diversity there. Huge on that, and that's what attracted me. I'm big on diversity. I grew up around the project area, you know, only white kid in the group, Spanish, Black, Arabic, and I'm the only white kid. So I'm big on diversity and everybody feeling welcome. So that's what attracted me to St. Peter's, the diversity.
Got you. Hey, man, listen, man. Got Coach Kyle in the building. Like I said, this family, we at the legendary Brooklyn Basketball Academy. Now, before we start getting into a little bit of NBA, because you know, we yell, we fight, we argue all day about that. How was it here working for the Brooklyn Basketball Academy?
This has been the greatest experience in my life.
Wow.
Like, for example, ever since we opened up this facility, I've met such great people. I've met Steve Nash.
Right.
I've met Igor Kokoskov. I've met JJ Redick. Actually, JJ Redick's son is on the 3rd grade team. JJ Redick coaches them himself.
Okay.
Steve Nash's son is in the academy.
Oh, word? Wow.
Igor Kokoskov's son is in the academy.
Wow.
And it's just like to be coaching and then have Steve Nash walk in and sit down and observe your coaching and then be able to shake his hand and go to him and ask questions about your passion. And like Igor Kokoskov, I don't know if you guys know him. Go do your research, man. 30 years of coaching. This dude is a basketball guru.
Say it again. Igor
Kokoskov.
Igor Kokoskov. Go ahead.
When you see a Nets game, you'll see the assistant coach with the clipboard. He got gray hair. Bro, this dude has been an impactful mentor to me, and it's just amazing to have those people in your corner. So
let me ask you a question, because you know the people want to know. We so much basketball fanatics, and we love the NBA. How is it seeing JJ Redick coach?
So I'll put it like this, right? I'll put it like this.
Right.
So he was sitting here locked in on his son's practice, like no parent I've ever seen.
Hold on, before you finish. This is my cousin, because his son. How long has the program been around?
4 years.
The program's been around 4 years.
We just got our own facility this September. We turned a glass warehouse into a basketball gym. But getting back to your question.
Right. Like, how was JJ Redick coaching? How was he watching that?
So this guy, for the first 3rd grade game,
right,
he comes in with a paper. This shit has a list of his substitutions at the exact time he's gonna sub them.
Wow.
The exact transition he's gonna make from defenses.
Wow.
The exact goal of how he wants to play.
For 3rd grade.
He got me keeping track of offensive rebounds, this, that, for a 3rd grade game. And in my mind, I'm just like, am I not coaching good enough? Like, what's going on with me that I'm not doing this shit?
Right.
You know? So it's pretty, it's eye-opening to see, like, bro, like, when you get around people like that, you realize, yo, there's levels to this shit.
Right, because
there is levels to this.
Right, because we from the outside looking in as fans. So to get insight on NBA players and their coaching style and just the way they are, it helps us understand. Sometimes we don't know what the hell we talking about.
Right.
When we just blurting out and yelling out things. Now, let me ask you a question. How is your coaching style when it comes to the youth?
I'm big on positive affirmation, man.
Explain
that.
A
lot of coaches will yell at a kid in front of a crowd of people. That shit is not coaching, man. No kid is going to do exactly what you want them to do. They're kids. Positive affirmation, meaning you got it next time. You're okay. It's okay. Mistakes happen. Let's move forward. Let's progress. I think that a lot of coaches can be dictators, my way or the highway.
Right.
That's understandable at a college level, at a double A high school, okay, where you preparing for Division I hoops.
Okay.
That's acceptable. But when you're teaching a kid who doesn't even know themselves fully, don't know their capabilities, don't know their true potential, you just gotta give them positive affirmation, because it could be that kid that don't know shit about basketball that becomes 7 feet. And that's the kid that you denied because when he was 12, he couldn't dribble. When he was 12, he wasn't making the right pass. He wasn't making the right read. And he was busy there yelling at him. And now that's the month that make the NBA.
Wow. Hey, man, once again, Coach Kyle in the building. We here with the legend, and also in the legendary building, we have Brooklyn Basketball Academy. Now, is it possible that, remember, you coaching and you're coaching these young kids at a young age, is it possible to see a kid at that young age and to know this kid here can make it to the NBA? What's too young to know? Because, some people may say, yo, this kid's 13 and I know. Have you seen something like that?
I'm going to be honest. I judge off of mentality.
Okay.
I judge off of focus. Like, when I'm explaining and the kid is locked in, making eye contact and absorbing everything that I'm saying, I know that he's ready to take his game to the next level.
Okay.
There's some kids that have all the skills and they be dilly-dallying during warm-up. They don't take the stationary dribble serious, the form shooting serious, the step into your chest pass, make a strong chest pass.
Right.
That shit don't fly at the next. Like, you don't focus from warm-up until the last minute of practice.
Okay.
You're not ready to be a pro. Secondly, if you're not tired when you leave in practice, you're not working hard enough. Because
say that again.
If you're not tired when you're leaving practice, you're not working hard enough. And as a coach,
great quote.
My job is to make the practice more challenging than the game. Because if I don't do that, I'm not preparing you to play.
Right. Now, hey man, this is Coach Kyle, man, Brooklyn Basketball Academy. Y'all hear the legends that he's around. Steve Nash's son, JJ Redick's son, they all playing.
I'll tell you one thing, right? Sorry to cut you off. Igor, great mentor.
Yes, Igor.
He's
on the next bench.
Yep.
Coaching.
I have a 6'5", 11-year-old. He told me, do not box him in, treat him as a basketball player. That is the realest shit I've ever heard.
Now, when you heard that, how important is that
It's essential
for today in basketball.
It's essential. Big guy gotta know how to dribble. Gotta have good footwork. Gotta have coordination for dribble handoffs, pick and rolls. Even if he gotta do a little in and out cross real quick, he gotta be ready. Gotta grab the rebound, hold his hands up. Gotta be able to finish with both hands. And this comes from playing like a guard. Let him be a guard right now. When he goes into a high school or college, that's when he fits the system. But right now, you don't give him a system. You just let him play. So all them coaches that you see putting that big guy in the box,
no good.
Yell at him. Get at him. Bro, stop putting my son in the box. Treat him like a basketball player. Now, and then you'll see growth.
Now, let me just say this, everybody in the live, because a lot of people that's on our lives, I know a lot of them, and their kids play AAU basketball from all ages, from 8 years old to 14, 15. And what you just said is so legendary. And I'm going to repeat it. Like he just said, if your kid is playing basketball and he's at a certain size and they're putting him on the block, you say curse that coach out. Yeah. Let him be a basketball player. Do not put him in a post because he's going to have to learn how to handle the ball and things of that nature.
Right now, basketball is 5 out. Pass, cut, replace. That's basketball. You pass it out, you cut, somebody replaces you, they swing the ball.
Right.
If you run a pick and roll, that's because you at the level where you dominating. But honestly, I just think that basketball is spacing, and everybody got to know how to be creative.
Right.
And if you boxing a kid in, you're going to limit them from the jump. Make them very limited from the start, and that's not good.
Yeah. Once again, man, Coach Cal Borg, what up, Borg? Fabe, do me a favor. You got Borg on YouTube, right? You can't, damn. I want to DM Borg where we was at because he may be around. But Borg, give me a minute. We got Coach Kyle in the building, Brooklyn Basketball Academy.
I can put the address. I can put the address here. It's cool.
Nah. We don't want everybody to know.
You're right.
I mean, yeah, you could because it's a website. But Borg, you could DM Booger? Yeah. Go ahead, DM him the address. Hey, Booger, I'm going to DM you the address now. How is it? Because this is a question that people be scared to ask, but I'm asking.
Yeah.
How is it with some of these kids' parents?
Some of them are just obnoxious.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm gonna be honest.
Is that because I've started to see a lot of coaches and just a lot of people in general in the basketball world on a whole bunch of networks, they're saying now more than any that coaches are really looking at the kids' parents as well.
Yeah.
How big is that right now?
It's at an all-time high.
So you telling me, and I want you to explain, you telling me a kid's parent, no matter how good the kid is, a kid's parent can stop that child from getting into your program. So
let me reverse that question, right?
Okay.
As a parent, why do you send your kid to go get coached? Because if you know how to coach, you wouldn't send them to a coach.
Right.
So once you send them to a coach, you shouldn't have much input beside go put in the work. And if your kid isn't coming back to you complaining, you should be good.
Right.
Because that means that your kid is comfortable, he's learning, and he's adapting. But as a coach, I get infuriated when kid is looking at me, then looking at parent, then looking at me, then looking at parent. Because why are you sending them to me if you're still coaching them? Take them. Right. If you're gonna coach them, I don't want them. It's one thing to tag along to what I'm saying. It's another thing to have your own input and then have him questioning what I'm teaching.
Right.
That's something totally different.
Right. So should parents be careful as far as how they acting on the sidelines?
Yes. Especially, it depends where you're at. But in general, you don't want to get a bet. You don't want to be the reason why your kid don't get chosen because of your behaviors.
Have you seen that? You don't have to go into detail, but have you seen that happen personally yourself?
I know that right now, I've seen a really talented kid I'm trying to think of how to say it in a nice way, but parents gonna hold them back. And there's certain kids that you can see the parent push them so hard that by the time the kid might hit high school, excuse me, man, fuck you, I don't want to play no more.
Right. You know what I mean? I was just going to ask you that.
Pushing him so hard.
A parent can push you so hard to the point where you don't even want to do it no more. You lose the love and the passion for it.
Because now I'm not enjoying this shit.
Wow.
You making me not enjoy practicing. You making me not want to put in the work. Because you too, like, let me be me.
Right. Right.
And then when the kid says, yo, why don't you put on a shoe? Why don't you lace up? He get a bat smack.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Everybody, man, Coach Kyle, man, we at Brooklyn Basketball Academy. We need y'all to share the live because a lot of y'all have young men and women playing basketball in these AAU programs, and he's giving a lot of knowledge, a lot of very important history as far as when it comes to when it's to this youth basketball. We're going to get to what we like to talk about, but I just want to give y'all a heads up on how legendary this young man is and some of the great things he's doing. Now, in your opinion, what's the right way to coach these young men and women, and what's the wrong way to coach these young men and women?
No dribbles, 2 dribbles. Simple.
No dribbles, 2 dribbles.
Simple.
Explain that. Some people really might not know what that means.
Stop letting them over dribble.
Okay.
Make them put the ball down with a purpose behind it. Once a kid learns how to put the ball down with a purpose behind it, learns how to use their triple threat, now they officially on another level. When you give the kid the ball, he put it down immediately with no purpose, wrong move. He's getting trapped, turnover.
Wow.
And in New York City, trapping is big. Trapping basketball is huge in New York City at every level.
Right.
So once you put that ball down without a purpose, you're screwed. Teach your kids. If you run a basketball program, for 2 weeks, your kids will hate you. Do no dribble and 2 dribbles. See the progression. Then you really get to see who's a good teammate, who understands how to get open, who understands movement, who understands spacing.
Right.
Anybody could have the dribble moves. But now it's about when and how you utilize them.
Now, when you say no dribble or 2 dribbles, of course we know what no dribbles mean. Give me the definition of 2 dribbles. Just 2 dribbles and get the ball out your hands.
You got to get the ball out your hands.
Okay.
That means that every time you put them 2 dribbles in, it better be to take up the most space possible and to go get a bucket. Or to create a play for another teammate. It's the only time you're putting the ball down. You're not just putting the ball down to put it down.
Right. Now, give me, it seems like, because in my day when I was younger, when we played, a lot of these things you're telling us, we wasn't told none of that. Give me the big difference between when you was young playing, and today.
There was a post player when I was younger. Lane was clogged. Now everything's open. That's why people feel the ability to dribble.
Right.
Because they feel like once they get past their man, they can go for the layup. I mean, that's just my opinion, because back then the paint was called. Back then you used to have to get your big man. Like, I forgot someone said it in the live the other day. They were like, bro, when I was growing up, it was Kareem, it was Bill Russell, it was this person, that person. Yeah, just a bunch of big guys. You gotta get your touches to the big guy.
Right.
Now, who's the big guy that you gotta get your touch to? He's on the outside, ready to do pick and pop.
Wow. Because I just seen I keep forgetting how to say his name. Wembenyama or
Wembenyama.
Wembenyama. Did you see the movie that it just went viral? They was guarding him, and it looked like it was a guard. Remember, he's 7'2", 7'3"?
Yeah, about that.
So let's say whoever guarded him was like 6'3" or whatever. He did an in and out, pulled up for the 3, missed the 3, and caught the dunk off a missed 3.
Wow.
Off the rebound.
Wow.
So I'm gonna say that again, coach.
He shot a 3.
Look, but before the 3, in and out behind his back. Look, pop, behind the back, pulls up for the 3. The 3 hits, comes off the rim. He follows it up with a dunk.
Wow.
This is what basketball is going to.
Yeah.
So what you just said, they ain't putting that man in the post.
Right.
You kidding me? So what you just said makes perfect sense. Wow.
Spacing.
Wow. So everything is spacing.
Everything is spacing. The ball moves faster than a player. It's proven. Move that ball, man. Move that ball. Get the help. You remember that Anthony Edwards dunk last season where he threw it on Yuta Watanabe?
Yeah.
Was it last season, the season before? I don't remember.
Right. I remember the
dunk. That was because of bad recovery defense. Lazy closeout because the ball moved faster than the person. Gary Trent did a lazy closeout to the corner. How many dribbles Anthony Edwards took to explode? 1 dribble, threw it out in front, power step, gone. Simple.
0-2
from the
dribbles.
from the 3-point line.
Right. Wow.
One dribble. And if you look at Giannis,
same thing.
2 dribbles.
Yeah.
If you look at any good player outside of dominant ball handlers who get paid millions of dollars to ball handle, look at college basketball. The most dribble you'll see is the dude setting up the play.
You got a point.
Dribbling that ball. Sorry, my camera fell, guys.
Yeah, all good.
Dribbling that ball to organize the play.
Wow. Hold on, man. We got a lot of people in the building now, man. A-Game Podcast, Coach Slow, the producer. Listen, y'all. Coach Kyle in the building. Y'all seen him on live with us. We shooting here live from Brooklyn Basketball Academy. He's talking about youth basketball, AAU basketball. What ages do y'all have here at this academy?
We go from 2nd all the way to 10th. After 10th, you do individual training.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We do every grade. We do skill development. We work with babies at 5 years old.
Wow.
We do it all.
Y'all do it all.
And then eventually we'll have so this isn't like regulation size court, but eventually maybe in the next year, a year and a half, we'll have regulation size court, and we're going to create our own league. And all them top AAU programs that you see in the city going to be coming to use our gym to play in this tournament.
Like a Drew League.
Pretty much.
Basically
for the high school.
Based in New York.
Yep.
Hey, man, that'll be, listen. Hey, I'm going to say it again. Y'all need to stay on this live, share this live. It's a lot of information going on here. Brooklyn Basketball Academy, Coach Kyle, y'all hear what he's talking about. He's breaking down AAU basketball, youth basketball from 2nd grade to 10th grade. What not to do, what to do, how to coach, how to not coach.
And I'm not saying that I'm 100% correct, because maybe someone has a different philosophy that works. But I'm saying if you're a coach and you're listening, try to incorporate little things that I'm mentioning and just see the overall growth of remember, you're building fundamental. That's what it's about, the mentality of the kids.
Fundamental.
Yeah. Simple. That's the word. That's what you should focus on.
Do y'all have kids that catch on quick?
Yes. And those are the kids that I'm telling you. You talking and they locked in. My 3rd grade team, you could have a real basketball, like JJ's son.
Right.
I
see some clips of him. You could
tell him, yo, listen, he's going to hedge off of that screen. You're going to drop it down to the middle, rotate to the corner, hit the 3 on the kick out. And he understands what you mean.
That's crazy.
Wow. And he's in 3rd grade. But you know why? Because every time Dad talks, every time I talk, he's locked in. Those are the basketball players.
Right. Wow. Hey, man, I'm going to keep saying it. Coach Kyle, Brooklyn Basketball Academy. A lot of knowledge. A lot of y'all out there with young men and women that's in the AAU circuit. Y'all need to hear this. Y'all need to share this. He's basically telling you the right way to coach, man, and to raise up these young men and women as far as in the basketball world. Now, I like what you said. Let these kids be basketball players.
Yeah, man. Let them have the freedom to do what they want.
Right.
Let me rephrase that. Make the decisions that they want to make. Put them in a decision-making environment.
Right.
Don't let them dribble all they want, but make them decision-make. Make them think the game and read the game. Anybody can make it past that first defender, but does he know how to read that second defender? Does he know what he's looking for? That's what you want to teach them, and that's where no dribbles and 2 dribbles comes into play.
Hold on, say that again. That was legendary what you just said. You could get by your defender, but now do you have the wherewithal, the knowledge
to read the second player that's coming over and make the right read, the right decision on where the ball needs to go. This is why no dribble and 2 dribble are essential. Because once you can master it, no dribble, 2 dribble, now you get to see the creativity that a kid has and how much they're thinking when you give them the freedom to dribble again.
Right.
And if they're not thinking, then you pull it back. You say, listen, we're not going to dribble until we start thinking the game. And then they'll start thinking the game, and they'll want to think the game because they know that if they don't think the game, they don't got the right to dribble.
Wow. Ask you a question. It's all good. Ask you a question. At this young age, do y'all teach setting picks, taking offensive fouls?
No.
None of that.
We don't teach picks yet.
At what age do they start teaching that?
5th grade, 6th grade.
Okay.
when they can actually fully understand what a hedge is, what help is, what a rotation is, that's when you start teaching pick.
Okay.
How to set a good screen, because listen, youth basketball, there's already enough jump balls.
Right.
The last thing you want is a freaking moving screen.
Right. Okay.
And some kids aren't even strong enough to take the content.
Right.
And again, that comes down to letting the kid play. You could think that a kid's gonna be 6'10". What if you don't go to 6'10"? What if he goes to 5'8"? And you've been wasting his second, third, fourth, fifth, treating him like a big man just because he was big at those ages.
Wow. Great point. Hey, man, we at the Brooklyn Basketball Academy. Coach Collins in the building. Now, let's get to a little bit of NBA, man.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
hey, guys, thank you. My bad. I just want to thank Allball for having me again.
Come on, man. Thank you.
And secondly, thank you guys for hearing my story. I honestly didn't plan to share my story, but I'm always willing to give back. And again, what I shared is things that I've learned over time. Again, I'm not saying it's all right, but I'm saying if you do take a little piece of the advice, you will see growth within your children or your basketball players. Even one piece of advice. Thank you for letting me share.
Yes. Listen, man, Coach Kyle Basketball, the Brooklyn Basketball Academy. Now, I know what y'all want to talk about. We're going to get to it. I want to get to a couple topics before 1 o'clock. We got Alexander Acker in the building, former Detroit Piston. At 1 o'clock, he's going to be on here live with me and Coach Kyle. You got to give me your thoughts. Dallas Mavericks.
Kyrie Irving, that's all I need to say.
All right, explain.
Kyrie Irving. You ever walk in a room and feel that bad energy?
Yes.
That's what Kyrie Irving brings into a locker room. In my opinion, he brings friction. It's proven.
So what is it going to take for that to not happen?
He needs to be the only player with his abilities on the team. He needs to be in a Damian Lillard situation where there's nobody that can give him negative feedback about his decisions.
Okay.
Because, for example, Lillard can go into a game and jack up 40 shots, 20 bad threes. Who on his team has the right to say anything?
Okay, but then now...
He played in Brooklyn. You got KD, James Harden who can say something. He played in Boston. You got Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown that can say something. He plays in Dallas. You got Luka that can say something. When he played in Cleveland, was there any of this?
No.
Outside of LeBron?
No. And I think LeBron kind of wanted him to do that because sometimes LeBron wants that pressure off of him.
Right.
But I don't want to keep letting Kyrie off the hook. Listen, we can only speak on the basketball court. Every person in the locker room swears Kyrie is a great teammate. Listen, I'm talking about the basketball court.
You can be a good teammate, but make bad decisions in the game. You can be a great teammate, but then when it comes to the game, you acting like you don't care about everybody else. You're doing your own thing. I see a lot of isolation with Kyrie, honestly.
Okay. Yo. Hey, man. Hold on. He in the building early. Let's go. Oh, man, we got him in the building early, so we ain't going to wait. And, Coach, we can finish that once we get the guests off this joint. Yeah. Yes, sir, man. Alexander Acker in the building. I just sent you a request. Let's get it. Come on, man. Yeah, that Kyrie, listen, man. People be letting him off the hook because they like him, man. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
Man.
I love this, man.
Honestly, like, I just think that he can't be around someone that has his capability because they're always going to clash.
Yeah, but how is that an excuse if you want to win? Like that's just my only thing.
Some people aren't willing to, like, Russell Westbrook had a humbling experience with the Lakers.
Yes.
He's not bringing that same energy into the Clippers. He hasn't had that humbling experience yet. Maybe this is it.
Okay.
Maybe this is like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go to Detroit and ball out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he needs a Damian Lillard situation where he's the man and nobody can tell him shit and he can do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Just my opinion.
Coach, what up, Coach?
Yo, they're good. They don't hear an echo.
I hear it. Hey, how was the audio? Do y'all hear an echo? You hear it?
I'm hearing it like.
Yeah, I hear it there.
The volume is down on there.
Yo. Yeah, but let me see something. Yeah, it's down. It can't go down no more.
No, I don't hear it anymore.
Let me know when y'all ready to hold Luka account. Hold on, we talk about. Hold on, you right. Hey man, when we gonna hold Luka accountable?
I mean, I've been waiting for that discussion for a long time.
Hold on, until we get our guest in. Can we agree? I've been going at Luka, and nobody pushes back with me. My opinion, Luka. What I said yesterday, we had the slices of pie, right? We got a slice of pie. You have 4 slices. You have Luka, you have Kyrie, you have Jason Kidd, and Mark Cuban. I said Luka get 50% slice of the pie. See, look.
I said Mark Cuban gets 50.
I mean, I can't give it to Mark Cuban because Mark Cuban always makes the magic happen.
What magic?
This magic is he ain't make no magic happen since third.
As a matter of fact, here's my argument. He's been breaking the magic from happening.
So hold on, y'all. Hold on. Coach Carmelo said, I'm glad Stephen A. and Jay Will is pointing out Luka lack of leadership and always crying. Listen, but a coach, let's give all of us shout outs because they just started talking about that. We've been talking about this. Listen, man, Luka deserves a lot of blame for this. He asked for help.
He said what magic?
Oh, we live said what magic?
Right.
How do you get Kyrie in Dallas?
Yeah, but how do you
trade? But how do you get Kyrie in Dallas?
All right,
that was never even thought of.
All right, can I ask you a question? All right.
You telling me Mark Cuban don't have nothing to do with that?
Yes. But now, hold on, let me play devil's advocate, as I always do. Where's the magic letting Brunson go?
Would you rather pay Jalen Brunson all that money or Kyrie all that money?
Brunson.
Now I'm gonna tell you about Brunson. No, hold on. That's a great.
You got them colors on right now, Coach.
That's a great.
I'm not saying that Brunson isn't balling out right now, but judging on paper, I'm paying Kyrie more money than I'm paying Brunson.
Who you think? Your honest opinion. You're a coach. You see it all. Who you think Luka rather have? Forget everybody else. Who you think?
Again, this comes down to what I'm saying about the issue with Kyrie. He can't sacrifice his ego.
So you give him the pie. Who do you had that pie?
If I had that pie,
yeah, give me.
Luka gets. I'll give Luka a little less than 50. I'll give him 40.
Okay.
Everybody else gets 20.
Okay, I can live with that as long as Luka gets the most of the blame. No, because nobody's blaming Luka. Luka begged for help. You had a team last year that was a good team that got to the Western Conference Finals. So, yeah, we know Kyrie is better than Brunson, but he's not a better fit. And anybody that no fit coaches you. You can have a kid that they could be spectacular, but they may not fit.
So, I'm going to be honest. At first, it was Kyrie has COVID, the issues with COVID or whatever, the mandation. What's the issue now is my question.
There's no issue. He's killing right now in Dallas.
They're not winning though.
I get it, but I'm saying he's showing up and he's killing. So the issue is that they don't mix. You took away the whole defense.
But hold on. Big shout out Rage Man.
Are we rushing the expectation?
Of course. That's what we do, coach. Who cares?
And that might be the issue.
But go.
They traded so much up that now there's too many gaps to fill. So give it an off season. And maybe we see something different. I mean, I honestly don't think they should be out of the playoffs.
Right. But hold on.
Which is where things is.
Hold on. I want to give a shout out Rage Man, which he made a great point. And this can go towards Luka. Well, against Luka. He said Porzingis failed in Dallas, but now he's playing good basketball in Washington, even though Washington is not a good team.
Yeah.
See, but I wouldn't say Porzingis failed. Porzingis just kept getting hurt.
Exactly.
There's a difference between failing and being unhealthy.
He's a unicorn, man. Like
now he has a healthy season. This is the first healthy season, or majority healthy season he's had since New York.
Yes.
Right. I agree.
Because honestly, Luka and KP should have been one of the best 1-2 punches in the NBA, but they didn't have enough time. It's the same shit that we saw happen with Brooklyn happened with Dallas.
Right.
But I'm sorry, that's my thing. The Porzingis deal didn't work out. Then you basically traded Brunson and your whole defense for Kyrie. That's my problem with Mark Cuban
Now.
and Nico Harrison. You can't do that. You have 2 offensive players now, no defense.
Right.
Hold on. Hey, coach.
Yeah.
We gonna go there.
Oh man, here we go.
We going there.
Here we go.
We going there. You see what I'm typing in? Listen, we going there.
Yo, this is a debate we've been having for about 30 minutes.
Listen.
I need y'all opinion, please. Yo, Sean, I need your opinion.
Coach, all
Melo,
live, down dropper
Melo
Raymond
or Pierce. Who you taking for that moment?
Listen. See, hey, listen, let's put out, we can't be biased.
Listen,
let's put
I
out
am a big time Carmelo Anthony fan.
Yeah, let's get it.
Huge Carmelo Anthony fan. Paul Pierce is the truth.
Listen.
That's all I'm gonna say. Paul Pierce is the truth.
Let's put away the medals in the ring.
Yeah.
Let's put away the medals in the ring. If we just talking game. Look, they say this is not a debate.
Bugging.
Nah, y'all bugging. Listen, yo,
this is not a debate. Are you kidding?
Yo, listen, the Melo stands is like the Kyrie stands.
Listen,
bro.
we taking away all
Strip
rings.
everything.
Listen, Paul Pierce has a ring. Melo has 3 gold medals. Melo has a national title. None of that shit matters.
Take away La.
We talking
strip
we
everything.
talking strictly stats, skills, and ability.
Now I'm gonna tell you, Melo never had the compliment of players Pierce had. Now
I disagree. Honestly, Sean, that Denver Nuggets team was stacked
when they went to the conference finals.
I do give it that they ran into Kobe, but that team was stacked.
Right.
1 through 5.
Now,
Melo, J.R. Smith, Nahara,
Can I
Kenyon
throw something else
Martin,
in there?
Birdman,
Can I throw something else in there?
Atkins.
I think Melo and AI is a different outcome than Pierce and AI. Pierce just knows basketball.
But hold on. See, this is where, for me,
even when they had Chauncey.
But hold on. See, they said Melo's a top 5 offensive player of all time.
No, that's a drag. That's a reach.
Top 5? See, this is what I'm saying.
That's a reach.
Now, I'm going to give you Melo what he did in Syracuse. That can potentially put him a little bit over the hump for people that, but for me, Paul Pierce gets lost in the sauce. I don't know why.
Because of that outrageous fucking comment he made that got me mad
D-Wade?
About being better than D-Wade. And then Jalen Rose is a dick.
Rondo.
Because he's so mad that he got 81 dropped on him.
Yeah.
And now he's trying to expose everybody's bad time.
Right.
He put him on blast, and now people think that he sucks.
Listen.
Is Melo better than D-Wade? No.
Hold on. Rondo, KG, Ray Allen. Now, this is what I'm going to say. Hey, coach, hey, man. See, how y'all saying this is a joke? How? Like, this is the disrespect that Paul Pierce get.
Listen, Paul Pierce had fucking Antoine Walker, Theo Ratliff. Let's not name Paul Pierce's teammates before 08.
When Paul, listen, he said top 5. I'm not saying it.
Wally Zerbiak, come on.
Hold on.
Rashad McCants, Gerald Green.
Rafe LaFrance.
Like, are we serious?
Listen, let's stick with this Melo top 5 offensive player all time. Hold on. Is he offensively better than AI? Is he offensively better than Jordan? Is he offensively better than Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant,
Tim Duncan,
James Harden? Listen, man.
David Robinson,
Ray Allen. I'll even throw Ray Allen. Honestly, when Ray Allen came in the league, them supersonic Milwaukee Bucks days.
Well, hold on. Right.
People forget about that.
Listen, hold on. Y'all talking
Dirk Nowitzki. Tim Duncan is up there. A better bag than Melo. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Are they kidding?
Listen,
these people are crazy.
These are our family members, man.
Yo, coach, I'm disappointed in you, Sean.
Listen, I like Melo, but my opinion, I think Paul Pierce is better than Melo. And I think he can score just as good as Melo. It's just he gets lost in the sauce for some. I'm gonna tell you what this remind me of, coach, and you could elaborate. Just how Scottie Pippen gets lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
It's players that get lost in the sauce for no apparent reason.
Yep. I agree.
It's nowhere in the world.
See, look what Fleet.
Like for example, when you mention top shooting guards, I never hear Clyde's name mentioned.
Ever.
Never. It's small forwards. I never hear Dominique mentioned.
And if you do mention them, we laugh at it.
But I can see why they get lost in the sauce though. Clyde and Dominique, the left hand, it means a lot, man.
Listen, when Michael Jordan say on national TV, Clyde was a threat.
I get it, but we saw after Drexler and Mike, we seen the hybrid of them. Like Kobe's way better than Clyde Drexler, in my opinion.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's agreeable, but we can't just keep disrespecting guys.
No, not disrespecting, but we gotta say that they started it.
Yeah.
And then these guys came and was like, we learned from you, and we could yam it like you, but we could also we got a left hand, bro. Like you gotta, you gotta give Kobe his props. Gotta give even T-Mac in his prime,
Okay. Hold on.
But let's get back to
the crux.
Right. Hey, Fauci, listen, hold on. My guy Fauci's in the building. Are we live? Coach Commodore. Oh, man, we got Zach in the building. Listen, y'all, we live at the Brooklyn Basketball Academy with Coach Kyle. We just need y'all in the comments, man.
He said Kareem had to be given the ball. He didn't create his own opportunities, man. He's 7 feet. Of course you got to be given the ball.
Hold on. Did Melo broke the ball up every time? He didn't have to give him the ball in his spots?
Right?
So Come on now.
Paul Pierce is saying. Paul Pierce, when he get to the elbow, I mean, I'll tell you this. Their game is so much similar. Let's be real. They both not explosive. They both not getting above the rim.
Talk about Melo and Paul Pierce.
Melo and Paul Pierce.
Right.
Let's do the compare and contrast.
Okay.
They both can post up at the elbow. They'll both play bully ball. They both got guns. They both don't play above the rim. They're both defensive liabilities.
That's a fact.
So they have a lot in common. Now it just comes down to last 4 seconds of the game, game 7, game-winning shot. Who you giving the ball to?
The truth.
Carmelo or Paul Pierce?
Hey, Fauci.
I'm giving the ball to Paul Pierce.
Hey, Fauci, explain, if you could, how is Melo better than Paul Pierce? If I need a bucket Pierce all day overall scorer, slight edge to Melo. Okay, Zach, I can agree with that. I'm not going to argue with that. But
especially when he was younger. I think Melo was a better talent. Like naturally, God gave him more gifts. He just bigger. But Pierce, bro, what can't he do? Talk about footwork. He has way better footwork than Melo.
Mind you, he's slow as shit.
Right. He had to be crafty.
So top small forwards all time. Where do you have Melo? Do you have him in your top 10?
Debatable.
You're a little rough on Melo, Coach. That's why we family, man. Listen, debatable. All right.
You got a lot of pioneers. Elgin Baylor, Dr. J. That's 2. You got Pippen. You got Grant Hill. I don't know if you put T-Mac as a 2 or a 3.
Well, you know, T-Mac got the cheat code. Because some people have him at the 3, then some people have him at the 2.
Right.
But then now we go with the obvious LeBron, Larry Bird,
James
KD.
Worthy.
James Worthy is not brought up enough.
Pierce just didn't look athletic.
Dominique.
Yeah, but
that's 10 right there.
Right, but that's the point. Pierce didn't look athletic, and he was sneaky yamming on you.
So now, listen, this is why this is a great. See, these comparisons, people think they not great, but then when you dig deep in, listen.
We just we just low-key named 10 small forwards that are debatably better than Melo on the spot. We didn't even dig deep. Like if you name the best small forward to play for every franchise, you might find one that played for every franchise that might be better than Melo. You know what I mean?
We named Kawhi Leonard.
Right.
Oh man, and here's my thing with
Tony Kukoc,
with AI and Paul Pierce, they got plays named after them. Paul Pierce got some play on the weak side that's named after him. The weak side of the defense, he took advantage of them.
Yeah.
Melo don't have that. This guy was just crafty. He's smarter. I think he plays smarter.
I think
if Melo had one shit, he'd be top 10. So see, but listen, I like what Coach. I mean, I like what Chris Fauci, man. That's fairly fire drill. Because you know he has some wild takes. Alex English, Mark McGuire.
He laughed at Tony Kukoc.
See, that's what I'm saying. You can't do that.
No, you know it's crazy. Go look at the history of Tony Kukoc,
Hondo.
please.
John Havlicek is overlooked.
Yeah, Baylor, Pippen, Kawhi Worthy, Dr. J. Let's go, Rage Man. I already know how Rage Man give it up. Look, we got to factor in those players were the driving force of their team. LeBron, listen, see, fight it. No, LeBron, Bird, KD, Kawhi, Pippen, Melo, Dominique Wilkins.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He named 11 before Melo. That's what I'm saying. It's debatable if he's in the top 10 or not.
See, my thing is, I try not to make it personal. See, a lot of us like some of these players personal.
Yeah.
So, and Melo is a superb talent. But I'm being honest, man. Yeah, listen, I don't know why you laughed at Tony Kukoc. I really don't.
Best player to ever come out of his country. If I'm not mistaken, he has a 3-peat, right?
Yes.
So that right there. How many people have 3-peat?
And coach, he played a major part in that. Like, he wasn't no bum. He wasn't no slouch.
That's what I'm saying. He played point guard at one point for them. Brought the ball up at one point.
Yeah.
Then he played the 4. He played the 3. He could guard the 2 guard. Can Melo do that?
Yeah. No.
Melo can't bring the ball up.
So was Manu. Manu was a 2 guard, though.
Yeah.
Manu wasn't a small forward.
Not a small forward.
Okay.
So what do you? What am I pinning?
Better. I'm not
Right.
saying, but these are names that you can bring up in the discussion.
Great small forwards.
Let's name some great small forwards. Who are
Right,
they? Are
yeah.
there 10 better than Carmelo? Are there 10 small forwards that are better than Carmelo Anthony? That's my discussion. I'm a New York Knicks diehard fan. Of course, I'm a fan. You're a fan of Carmelo too. You're a Knicks fan. But
Look,
is
I'm not a fan. I'm being honest.
top 10?
I like see. So yeah. Let's have this talk, man. 2:00 we done. So my opinion, coach. So he make a scratch
Dom
top.
Dropper said, yeah.
See, Dom.
Let's so Dom, name your top 10.
Oh man, hold on. My guy King Rugg is in the building. What's up, man? New Orleans / Dallas is in the building. My guy LaRon, man, good brother, and he be in that AAU circuit out there in Dallas.
Nice.
He the one that was giving me a lot of the heads up when LeBron's son and all of them was going out there playing. Yeah, that's my guy. See, all right, top 10. See, I'm putting a lot of guys in there before him. Because some of them just look at the offensive skill set. They don't look at nothing else. They don't look at winning. They don't look at defense. They don't look at nothing else.
Right.
So that's why, to me, I'm taking Paul Pierce over Carmelo. So I would go Paul. I'm going Dr. J. I'm going KD, LeBron, Larry Bird. I'm going Scottie Pippen. I'm taking James Worthy.
Throwing Elgin Baylor in
I'm throwing Elgin Bell in there. I'm taking Kawhi Leonard. And then you got a lot of the older guys that a lot of these guys they don't know or don't pay homage to. So for me, as great as Melo is, yo man, Alex English, yeah, Dom, you already know.
James Worthy,
Dominique.
There's too many to say that he's 10.
But you know
He's
what?
top 10.
I'm not gonna lie. Melo's skill set was crazy. He had a.
He has one of the best face-up games we've ever seen.
He might be better than Dominique though. I'm just being honest.
Yeah. Dominique is just a jump out the building.
Yeah. I'm
prolific, like one of a kind athlete. Let's be honest. Yeah. Outside of that, he wasn't dominant on defense. Didn't really have a jump shot, so he's very limited. Yeah. Very limited.
Getting ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Ahead of his time. But then when Melo when he was younger, he had a little handle.
Yeah.
When he came to the league, he had a little crossover.
Started eating good, got a little belly.
Yeah. See, to me, Melo hurt himself, in my opinion, from just when you say top 10, automatic. Because to me, he never looked in shape.
Right.
And he had opportunities with those Denver Nuggets to get further.
Right.
He should not only have been the one conference finals.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
And then even what he did with our Knicks, he could have waited.
Mm-hmm.
Could have waited.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, his selfishness played a part in my opinion, not in my top 10.
Right.
I'm sorry. And I think Paul Pierce is better than Carmelo Anthony, man. I'm sorry.
That's the toughest debate of the week.
We the only ones that have that debate, though. A lot of people scared of those debates.
Right. And all right, so why do you think Paul Pierce?
I think he had a better all-around game, and I think he was better at winning and leadership.
All right, so I do give you leadership. Winning, I don't 100% agree to, and all-around game, I do agree to.
Okay.
But winning, I can't agree to that.
Okay, winning could be up in the air because Carmelo won in Syracuse.
And he was the leader of that team as a freshman.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
As a freshman.
Yes.
That means people been there 3-4 years, and I'm coming in, and you under my belt.
That's a fact.
Big homie.
That's a fact.
So,
and also, I think Melo has to deal with a different level of celebrity. And whether we like it or not, that is a factor. I don't think Paul Pierce has to deal with the Melo celebrity.
And let's be honest, he got robbed over Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
He at least got co-rookie.
He got robbed.
Yeah, they should have shared it. And they went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
His rookie year.
He got robbed. He outplayed LeBron in every statistical category and didn't get Rookie of the Year. I never heard of that.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Maybe what hurt him as well, coming in with LeBron.
I was going to say that.
That comparison, remember, that first year, two people really argued Melo was better than LeBron.
So, and remember the debate was, should LeBron have stayed in college?
Or went to college, right? Or went to college.
Should he have went to college?
Yeah.
Because Melo did the 1 year.
Yeah.
LeBron went straight from high school
That's
that
a
same
fact.
year.
Great point.
So now the question became, would LeBron have won at the college level if he went? You know what I mean? It became So it's very true. If he comes in a year, maybe LeBron comes a year after, or Melo comes a year after, we have a whole different depiction.
Yeah, that's a fact. Paul played far better defense in 08 to 13 than Melo ever played. Hey,
No,
Don.
Let's be honest. Was it Paul Pierce's defense, or was it the anchors that he had behind him? He had KG and Kendrick Perkins behind him. He had two great on-ball. You had Ray Allen chasing people around screens. That's what he did. You had Rondo guarding point guard. So who did he really have to guard?
Well, even when he was younger, though, he started losing defensively after like 03, 04. When Walter McCarty was there, Antoine Walker was there, Paul Pierce was D up. I think it's all defense for those years.
KG is the best defender in the league, though, at that time.
Yeah. But I'm saying before KG, Paul Pierce was D'ing up. If he just laughed at himself.
Hey, Dom, you can come up if you want, man. We on here till 2 o'clock. If you want to make your argument, that's up to you. Do your thing. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, Melo does get some tough breaks. I just think some of these guys, look, Dom always want to break down some tape. Dom already know. Look, look.
He guarded LeBron and Kobe as his primary defender.
Who?
Paul Pierce.
No, listen.
In the playoffs.
Yeah, listen. I advocate. I told you, I'm taking Paul Pierce over Melo. I'm sorry. But now thinking back, Melo was tough, man. Melo was tough. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say Melo wasn't tough. No. When we start, and this is what I'm learning now, y'all, being an old head, I'm being honest. If we strip away the rings, Melo is better than James Worthy.
I don't know about that, bro.
His skill set.
James Worthy was tough.
Yeah, James Worthy was super tough. Super tough. He won in North Carolina. Super tough.
I'm not.
No. I know. James Worthy was tough.
James Worthy in transition. Tough.
That's what I'm saying. These are the guys Melo got to go up against. Nobody can guard these guys one-on-one, but you need to make the life tough. That's a fact.
Dog. James, listen, I think he's totally underrated, and partially because he get outside by Magic and Kareem, but
he's underrated though. Yes,
but Melo has that bully ball game. It's serious.
Yeah,
it's damn near unstoppable.
I'm gonna say this, man. Hold on. Hey, we got 5 minutes, man. We out of here at 2 o'clock. Hey, man, nothing but love over here, man. Good day today. We in Brooklyn, getting love in Brooklyn. Did you ever be in Brooklyn?
Where Dom at? What up?
Where
Dom at? Dom act like he the only motherfucker that watch tape. Where Dom at?
Listen, he at work. He in the comments.
Dom,
talk to him.
Make yourself available later on or something. Nigga act like he the only one that watched film. Like he the only one that's a historian of the game. Nigga, I've been watching the game just as long. Cut it out. And
Yeah, talk
Yeah,
to
you
him.
know who it is. You know who it is, Fabian. Hold on. What up?
Hey, Fleet, I'm gonna be honest. Now all right, let me ask you a question. Because we got 3 minutes, and I want you, yes, sir. I want you to take these 3 minutes, right? Hey, man,
I
number
love
out here in
what y'all
Brooklyn,
was doing today, man.
Yeah,
I love
big shout out Coach
y'all doing,
Kyle,
man.
Showing love.
That was a hell
big shout out
of a conversation.
You got these. Yes, you got these 2-3 minutes. Melo or Paul Pierce? Tell me why you taking Melo
off the eye test. I don't want to talk about no stats, no breakdown. Who he did this, he did that. Because I could do that too. We could do that. But if we're gonna spend 2 or 3 minutes, we're gonna just talk basketball. And basketball, when I look at the game, give me Melo over Paul Pierce. It just is what it is. We can start throwing all the variables in there. Like he said, Paul Pierce start playing defense in 08. There's a reason why he started playing defense in 08. Like, there's a reason why. Kevin Garnett came over there. There's a reason why Doc Rivers started to elevate as a coach. There's a reason why Tom Thibodeau was the defensive guru sitting next to him. Like, there's a reason why he started to elevate his game as a defensive player. Let's not don't talk to me about Pierce coming out of Kansas and he was a defensive stopper. Get the fuck out of here. Like, no, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. Cut that shit out. And they used to bring in a bunch of guys for years before KG and Ray Allen got there just to defend. They bring in Ricky Davis. They brought in fucking Ricky Davis because Paul Pierce couldn't stop a nosebleed. Like, cut it out, man. Like, you gotta stop this shit with Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce was great. The Truth, nicknamed by Shaq, amazing.
I'll be real though. He has one of the greatest NBA plays I've ever seen.
Oh, when he was talking him down,
shit to Al Harrington.
Yeah, knocked down the game winner.
Oh, that is cold blooded.
Hey, we got.
Oh, that's a hell of a play when he pulled his shorts. When he pulled his shorts, that's a hell of a play.
Yeah.
That whole sequence.
But I gotta start putting more respect on Melo's name. Like, when you really think back, Melo was tough, man. Melo was tough. I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, I just think that conversation, a lot of these players, when we up here talking, the James Worthies, the Paul Pierces, them dudes get lost in the sauce. So, it's all our opinion.
Paul Pierce is a hell of a player at that position.
Melo only guarded when he was playing top level players. Because I don't know if you remember the series when he was going at it with Kobe.
Oh, hell yeah.
He was going.
But that's what I'm saying. Dom in the comments talking about, I'll take Pierce, you take Melo, my team will win. You can't guarantee that. Since Dom is such a stats guy, I just did the work. So I just went and looked up head to head over their careers. They both played 19 seasons. They played against each other 27 times. Melo is 25, 6, and 4 against Paul Pierce head to head 27 times for their entire career. Paul Pierce has the lower numbers. So, I mean, what you want to roll with? We can roll with whatever you want to roll with. Melo has better playoff numbers. Melo has better career numbers. Like, what do we want to do?
Listen,
y'all, man.
Gotta get out of here,
man.
man.
Go find Dom Drop. I know he getting his money. He working. I love y'all, man. For real.
Yeah.
Yo, Coach,
y'all
good
later,
shit,
man.
bro.
We gonna go live later, nigga.
Yes, always, man. Fabian, I'll let you.
Man.
Yes, sir. All right. Hey, man, we about to get out of here, man. Brooklyn Basketball Academy. I want to thank Alexander Acker, but most of all, I want to thank Coach Kyle, man, for letting us in here, man, showing love, man. Fabian, big shout out Uncle Ice, man. All of us, the Allball family, man. And hey, Dom, look, Dom be wanting to smoke with everybody.